Ignite your engines. You're on the grid with Motor Maven. The mid-size three-row SUV segment is more cutthroat than ever, and the 2026 Honda Pilot is re-entering the arena with one of its most important updates in years. Honda didn't start from scratch, but they didn't stand still either. With sharper styling, a long-overdue tech overhaul, improved steering confidence, and a noticeably quieter cabin, the Pilot targets families who value substance over flash. Still, some highly anticipated upgrades are missing, and that's splitting buyers down the middle. So what really changed, what didn't, and where does the Pilot land against rivals like the Palisade and Grand Highlander? Let's count down the 7 biggest updates, leading straight to the pricing reveal. Number 7. A tougher, more purposeful look at last. Honda takes a more confident approach with the 2026 Pilot's exterior, starting with a larger, upright grille, revised front and rear scuff plates, and sharper detailing that give it a tougher, more purposeful stance. This isn't a subtle refresh. The difference is immediately noticeable beside the outgoing model. Trail Sport trims benefit the most, gaining a unique rear scuff plate, orange accented badging, and an exclusive ash green metallic paint that replaces diffuse sky metallic, making it feel genuinely distinct. Roof rails are now standard across the lineup, while Touring, Elite, and Black Edition trims add redesigned 20-inch wheels with trim-specific finishes. New colors like Solar Silver Metallic and Smoke Blue Pearl expand choice. The Pilot isn't chasing hardcore off-road looks. Instead, it delivers mature, family-first styling with real adventure credibility and finally looks competitive in a crowded segment. But bold looks are only half the story. Step inside and Honda focus just as hard on how the Pilot feels once you're on the move. Number 6. A calmer cabin that finally feels premium. Cabin noise was one of the Pilot's most common complaints, and Honda tackled it head-on for 2026. Engineers added semi-tempered door glass, upgraded insulation in the doors and hood, and extra sound deadening throughout the body structure. The payoff is a 2 to 3 decibel reduction in key noise frequencies. Small on paper, huge behind the wheel. Touring and Elite trims go further with enclosed fender liners that cut down on road and tire noise. On the highway, the Pilot now feels calmer and more insulated, transforming long family road trips into far less fatiguing experiences. This upgrade doesn't just boost comfort, it elevates perceived quality. Conversations are easier, audio systems sound fuller, and the cabin finally feels competitive with near-luxury rivals. It's not a spec sheet flex, but it's a daily win. And Motor Maven knows those are the changes that matter most. A quieter cabin is great, but confidence behind the wheel matters just as much, especially on long drives. Number 5. Steering and ride tweaks that bring back trust. Honda also reworked the Pilot's electric power steering to restore confidence behind the wheel. The retuned system delivers better on-center stability, more natural feedback, and improved precision, especially at highway speeds. Low-speed maneuverability remains effortless, but on the open road, the Pilot now feels more planted and less floaty. Honda increased steering weight around center, reducing constant corrections and making long drives more relaxing. Suspension tuning still favors comfort, soaking up bumps and rough pavement with ease. Underneath it all is a rigid platform originally engineered with Trail Sport off-road use in mind, giving every trim better composure. Trail Sport models add ground clearance, skid plates, and all-terrain tires, while non-Trail Sport trims benefit from the same robust foundation. This isn't a throwback to sporty Hondas of the past, but it's a smart recalibration for today's family buyers. Before we continue, if you're enjoying this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe to Motor Maven. It helps us reach more auto enthusiasts like you and keeps you locked in for upcoming vehicle updates. Now, with the driving experience sorted, let's talk about where the Pilot makes its biggest leap forward. Number 4, a tech overhaul that pulls the Pilot into the present. This is where the 2026 Pilot makes its biggest leap. Every trim now gets a standard 12.3-inch HD infotainment touchscreen paired with a 10.2-inch digital gauge cluster. The interior instantly feels more modern and far more competitive. Honda's latest software brings wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Google built-in, and 5G Wi-Fi capability. Higher trims add a 360-degree camera, head-up display, Bose premium audio, and wireless charging. Crucially, Honda kept physical buttons for key functions, prioritizing usability over screen overload. Is it the flashiest system in the segment? No, but it's intuitive, responsive, and finally up to date. And for many buyers, that's exactly the point. But screens and software only matter if the space itself works for everyday life. Number 3, comfort, clever space, and a cabin built for real families. The Honda Pilot has always prioritized real-world family usability, and the 2026 model leans even further into that strength. The third row remains genuinely usable for adults on short trips and comfortable for kids on longer drives, while wide-opening doors and smoothly sliding second-row seats make access easy. Interior storage continues to be a standout, with generous cup holders, deep door pockets, and a massive center console. The clever removable second-row middle seat returns, allowing an easy switch to captain's chairs and stowing neatly under the cargo floor. Material quality improves across trims, especially in Touring, Elite, and Black Edition models, with upgraded upholstery, refined stitching, and optional brown leather. Added sound insulation makes the cabin noticeably quieter. While rivals win specific categories, the Pilot remains one of the most balanced, family-friendly SUVs available. Of course, no family SUV conversation is complete without talking about what's under the hood. Number 2, proven V6 performance, and the hybrid that's still missing. Let's address the elephant in the room. There is still no hybrid Honda Pilot for 2026. Despite years of rumors, Honda sticks with its familiar 3.5-liter, naturally aspirated V6, producing 285 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque, paired with a smooth 10-speed automatic transmission. On the plus side, this powertrain is a known quantity, refined, reliable, and delivering linear power without turbo lag. Honda's iVTM4 all-wheel drive system remains a segment highlight, capable of sending up to 70% of torque rearward and directing it to either rear wheel when traction is limited. Fuel economy, however, is unchanged. In a segment moving rapidly toward hybrids, rivals offer far better efficiency, forcing buyers to weigh reliability against fuel savings. And that trade-off becomes even more important once we talk about price. Number 1, pricing strategy, trim walk, and value in the real world. Now to the number everyone cares about, pricing. The 2026 Honda Pilot starts at $42,195 MSRP, a $2,040 jump over the previous model year. Honda justifies the increase with added technology, refinement, and standard features, but expectations rise accordingly. The trim lineup includes Sport, EXL, Touring, Trail Sport, Elite, and Black Edition, with Touring now all-wheel drive only. Interestingly, Elite and Black Edition trims see much smaller increases, making them relatively stronger value picks. Standard equipment is generous, but with hybrid rivals offering lower running costs, Honda is clearly betting on long-term reliability and owner trust. And for many buyers, that bet still works. Final verdict, a thoughtful evolution that plays it safe. The 2026 Honda Pilot is smarter, quieter, and more refined than ever. It fixes real complaints, modernizes the interior, and remains one of the most family-friendly SUVs on the road. But by skipping hybrid power yet again, Honda leaves efficiency-focused buyers wanting more. This isn't a headline chaser, it's a trust builder. Now over to you. Would you choose proven V6 reliability over hybrid efficiency? And how do you balance fuel economy versus comfort in daily driving? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe to Motor Maven and hit the notification bell for more updates. Thanks for riding along. Check out the videos on your screen, and we'll catch you in the next one.